What is going on with Hell Let Loose? Well, I'd love to tell you what, but like many others, we have no idea what's just actually happening with the game right now. The last dev update we got was on the 21st of December 2022, but that dev update was just a we are closing for Christmas, be back soon update. So it wasn't really an update. The last real update we got was on the 15th of December 2022, which was a hotfix for the recently released new update. And with that hotfix, there were a couple of known bugs published. One was players may crash when loading into any variant of Kursk, German machine guns disappear while mounted, and ADSing at specific angles. But we've got no news on those known bugs when they're getting fixed. The grenade bug is still in the game. The loadout bug, while I think it happens less, that's still in the game. And where's the new roadmap? On the 7th of October 2022, they announced that a new roadmap would be revealed in the coming weeks. Weeks, not months. And let me remind you, this roadmap, the last one we had, was released in July 2021. Now that's quite a bit of a wait for a new roadmap. There is a post from the community manager on Reddit dated February the 3rd, which says, "Hey everyone, we know you've all been eagerly waiting to get hands-on with our 2023 developer briefings, and that excitement and anticipation are shared by the team too, and for good reason. This year is set to be a big one for Hell Let Loose, and because of this, we're taking the time to ensure we have everything in place, ready to be shared with you and the wider community. This has taken a little longer than we expected. However, as soon as we are able to start rolling out our developer briefings again, I will let you all know." But let's just take a look back at the previous roadmap, which was planned for 2021 and 2022, and see what has not been implemented yet, because it's quite shocking, actually. First off, there's the campaign mode, and really we still have no official information on what the campaign mode is going to be. Some people think it's a single player campaign, like a proper single player story, which I'm 99% sure it's not. What I think it's going to be like is a campaign mode from Rising Storm 2 Vietnam, or kind of like I think it's called the Operations from Battlefield 1, where you play on a map, it records some certain information about how many tickets and stuff you have left. You go on to the next map, and it sort of plays out based on results from the previous one. And Rising Storm 2 Vietnam has a large map of pretty much the country of Vietnam, and you vote where you want to attack with your team, and then you get certain resources and stuff which determines whether you can attack or defend, and it's about controlling the entire map, or essentially a large portion of it. I believe we have no new death animations yet. I don't remember hearing anything about new death animations yet. So I'll say that's not been implemented. The scoped optic improvements, I believe they're not done because the scopes kept bugging out, and then we have this pretty much like a JPEG scope image now. So I don't know what the improvements are going to be. We have no Soviet anti-tank structures, and we don't know what those anti-tank structures are going to be. Yes, you could just Google and do some research as to what the Soviets actually used in World War II, but that doesn't mean we're going to get those exact structures. There's no mortars yet, and we still haven't seen any mortars in action, or how they're going to be used, what class they're going to be used. Is there going to be a whole new squad type for mortars implemented? The AA flat cannon has not been implemented yet. Custom LODs. If you don't know what LODs are, that's the level of detail. So when you're far away from objects like houses, that house will not look exactly as it does when you're close up. It becomes like a much less detailed version of it, and this is a bit of a problem with Hell Let Loose, because when you do get far away, some of the houses and stuff turn into mashed potatoes. So these custom LODs will be better versions of those pretty much, and I think they are quite needed in the game. There's the Flak Panzer. That's not in the game yet. We still haven't even seen what that looks like yet. The second Eastern Front map, we got Kharkov, which was the first one, but this second Eastern Front map, again, we've had no news on what that is. Deployable heavy machine guns, again, no news on what's coming to the game, how they're going to work. Are they going to be carried by like an engineer who has to construct them with supplies? We have no idea. The soundtrack and art book, they haven't been released yet. The party system, again, not released. And let's not forget all the British stuff. Well, actually, it's not going to be the British stuff now. It's now the Commonwealth. And this was said in a developer briefing a while ago, that they've moved away from just doing the British to the Commonwealth. So we'll be getting probably other loadouts or weapons that the Commonwealth forces used, such as the ON SMG for Australia. They used that instead of the Sten. And we'll be getting cosmetics for the other forces as well. And while it's only been a couple of months with no communication, that is still quite a long time, especially for Hell Let Loose, because we used to get developer briefings every week. And I used to cover these developer briefings every week as well. But they did announce they would be a bit more spaced out. But 2 months is, that's kind of a bit more spaced out. And just how did all this stuff on the roadmap just get missed? I can understand if a few things were missed out because, when you're developing stuff, I'm not a developer myself, but unexpected things can happen. We know there's the changeover to Team 17 owning and controlling Hell Let Loose coming this year. But just how did so much stuff get missed out? What's going on behind the scenes? Is this going to be what Hell Let Loose is going to be like under Team 17? I really hope not. It could be that Team 17 are interfering too much, like trying to change what's planned for the game, because Black Matter, when they leave the game, which I believe is in June 2023, they're not going to have everything finished that they want at that point. There's going to be a lot of stuff left over or half developed for Team 17 to carry over, and maybe Team 17 are trying to make sure they get the stuff that they want to do, or to make sure that Black Matter are 100% finished when it comes to June, if you see what I'm trying to say. Pretty much Team 17 could just be stirring the pot too much and getting in the way of the game moving forward. Now, a lot of people think that us war correspondents, if you don't know what a war correspondent is basically a content creator or a streamer that's partnered with Black Matter, and we get access to a Discord channel on the Hell Let Loose Discord server where a couple of devs and the community manager is in there, but most of the time the devs don't really say anything. It's just us war correspondents chatting to each other along with the community manager, and we don't actually have access to any secret or behind the scenes knowledge. We can ask for it, but it's always denied. And believe me, we have asked for a lot of secret info because we want to know what's going on with the game. We've even given them ideas of getting all the war correspondents together with some community members to play a lot of behind the scenes stuff so the devs can use that footage and put out a load of good stuff, but nothing ever happens from it. But I did ask the community manager today, what's going on, when are we going to get the roadmap, and pretty much, is it ready? And the answer was just, it's not ready, pretty much. But I do have a couple of theories as to why this new roadmap has been delayed from October. And yes, I did already say that maybe Team 17 are stirring the pot too much or trying to interfere too much, because they want to make sure that the stuff they get that's unfinished from Black Matter, that they know what to do with, and it's agreed what that stuff is going to be, or what the vision for that stuff is going to be. Like maybe if they get given a half-finished map, they know, and it's been agreed what that map's going to end up being like. Another theory I have is that Hell Let Loose is being upgraded to Unreal Engine 5. Now we know Unreal Engine 5 is a big leap in technology from Unreal Engine 4. If Hell Let Loose was upgraded to Unreal Engine 5, that would bring a lot more graphical features to the game, such as DLSS, ray tracing, the nanite technology from Unreal Engine 5, and probably a whole bunch of other stuff I have no idea about with Unreal Engine 5. But I like to use this screenshot from Burning Lands. If you don't know what Burning Lands is, it's a Vietnam shooter that's in development. And I like to use this screenshot to showcase just what upgrading to Unreal Engine 5 from 4 can do to the fidelity and the detail of your game. So in this screenshot on the left was Unreal Engine 4. They upgraded it to Unreal Engine 5, and this is what it turned into. And that wasn't really doing anything else to the game, just upgrading it. So think of what Hell Let Loose could look like if it was upgraded to Unreal Engine 5. It could look just crazy good. And I do really hope it's upgraded to Unreal Engine 5. Hell Let Loose 2, it will be coming. Team 17 haven't paid the millions they did just to make money from sales of Hell Let Loose 1 and DLC. They do want to turn Hell Let Loose into a franchise. If Hell Let Loose 2 is not on Unreal Engine 5, it will be a dated game. Unreal Engine 5 games are already being developed. We've already seen Resolve. I've got a Resolve video on the channel, and that's on Unreal Engine 5. So if Team 17 and Black Matter upgraded Hell Let Loose 1 to Unreal Engine 5, not only will that give a lot of good new eyes onto the project, could get a lot more sales in. That would give the teams also a lot more experience on Unreal Engine 5 ready for Hell Let Loose 2. So when they get onto Hell Let Loose 2, you know, they are a bit more knowledgeable. They could use the features of Unreal Engine 5 probably a lot more and make that game a lot better. But anyway, that's my thoughts on the delay for Hell Let Loose. I hope that the new roadmap or just something comes out from the devs soon. When it does, I will be covering it. So subscribe to the channel if you want to stay up to date on Hell Let Loose news, updates, and just general gameplay videos. Give this video a like if you liked it, dislike if you didn't. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you on the next one.